Hey folks, it's Ray with Taste Radio. Right now, I'm honored to be on the mics with Pedro Gonçalves, who is the Vice President of Marketing for the US and Canada for Tetra Pak. Pedro, it's so great to see you once again.
Great to see you, Ray, and thank you for having us back here again.
Pedro, the last time we were on the mics, we talked about all the advantages that Tetra Pak's cartons have over competing package types. But one of the most amazing things about Tetra Pak is that when a brand or an entrepreneur approaches the company, you are not just offering the services of packaging. You have innovation units and you have supporting companies that are all part of this ecosystem to help brands scale in a really efficient and thoughtful way.
Yes, that's one part that we are very proud of. Like the idea of bringing new propositions to the market, especially considering that food over the years has been a key element to improve people's life, to bring healthier options and enable healthier lifestyles, or even help people like to recover from certain conditions and so on. Innovation has always been full in that. And driving it forward has been the founders. And the founders usually they are driven by this idea, passionate idea of bringing one thing to the market that can bring benefit to consumers and more people. The problem is that sometimes feels like the world is playing against it because there are so many bottlenecks, so many steps that you have to go through, listing your product, proving your recipe, finding a co-manufacturing, raising money, testing the recipe to see if it works in real life, develop a design. So the idea of creating an ecosystem that can help them, all these founders along the way, is what is behind this idea of the innovation ecosystem. Because like when you usually have a product, sometimes you test that in the lab. And when you're gonna run in real life, it doesn't work. So we have a pilot plant that can really mimic industrial conditions. Sometimes you have a great product, you have a great idea, you need like some funding. So that's why we bring partners to connect with like a venture capitalist network that can help funding in that. Positioning the product and even design, we can help develop it. So those challenges we try to make them as less painful as possible for the entrepreneurs to make sure that they can deliver these propositions to the market. And that's the kind of work that really give us a lot of how can I say pride, and we feel happy about doing it, and we keep investing and banking on it, and that's why we want to bring as much partners as possible to enhance the ecosystem.
Now, folks listening probably already have a beverage brand with packaging that might be a can or a glass or PET, and they're considering a move to Tetra Pak. And I wonder, what is that transition like? How do you support a move to carton-based packaging?
Moving to any other package is always a challenge that is not only getting the same product and putting there. Like first you have to consider the recipe. Different packages entail that we have different ways of preserving the food. Like in the hot fill, the product is filled in a way that you have to preserve the package. But also it means that in a lot of cases, you have to add some stabilizers in there to keep it for a longer shelf life. When you go to a glass, it means that the product needs to cannot be like a sensitive to light, otherwise you need like a coating or something. And when you bring to a carton package, you also have other benefits and challenges like you don't need preservatives in there, but also you need to work our way through to the aseptic process. So that's the first challenge. And that's why for us, the pilot plan that we have, the product development center, and and the formulation services are so important to help to smooth that transition and to make sure that we work in real life, keeping the taste profile and try to make the formulation as as competitive as possible. The second point, like a different packages can be used in different ways when it comes to communication. Like when you have a like a some sort of a, let's say a can, you have some printing methods that has some limitations in there. When you have a carton package, you have a full printable area that you can explore for different communications and engagement. When you have a glass, you have like some other limitations, some other benefits. Making that transition is super important. And like that's why we have, for instance, support and we promote like design journeys or support to convert designs in a way to take full advantage of it.
Well, Pedro, given that Tetra Pak offers solutions for sustainable packaging, for improved formulations, and via its innovation ecosystem, even pathways to financing, I feel like a lot of listeners are going to want to get in touch with you and your team. What is the best way to do so?
Easy. Just contact us through the email info.us@tetrapak.com. And we'll be more than happy to support in any challenge in terms of innovation using the innovation ecosystem.
info.us@tetrapak.com, TETRAPAK.com. Pedro, I really enjoy speaking with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me, and let's connect again soon.
Thank you very much, Ray.